JP the Tool Addict. How's it going, fellas? That's right. We are busting into this thing like just hammer down, hammer down. Doing a quick video. Wanted to talk about torque wrenches. We've got the GEARWRENCH torque wrench. I didn't buy this. Guy in the shop did. And I thought it'd be neat. I haven't really seen much on this. This is a GW85 194 quarter-inch torque wrench, 120 XP. Yeah, sorry. I know the elevator music is terrible. Turn this sucker on. This goes down to, let's check out this. Yeah, don't want that. This does angle. See that? 30 degrees. Gives you angle. It doesn't really... Yeah, just beeps at you. No vibration in this. Let's go to unit. I made it angry. I made it angry. And does do angle though. That's really cool. I will put a link in the description for this. I'm not a big GEARWRENCH fan, you guys. But I've used this a little bit so far. And I'm actually thinking about buying one of these for myself. Just in the quarter-inch to try it out. Let's see here. Let's do Newton meters, foot pounds. It goes from 1 to 2 to 20 foot pounds. You can save that. And then inch pounds, it is 24 inch pounds to 240 inch pounds. Kilograms, yeah, come on. Newton meters, foot pounds, inch pounds, kilograms, kilogram meters. Let's go ahead and put this back down to 2 foot pounds. Just give you guys a little quick. Oh, sorry. Gotta set it. It's gotta vibrate, and it goes red for stop. So it does work pretty good. I went way past the decent vibrate on it. I know it's hard for you guys to tell the vibrate on it. It's got this nice rubber coating up here. I'm not sure. The handle really feels good. I've used this a couple of times, like I said. Quarter-inch, you know, it's one of those deals. The cap seems to stay on really good compared to the old snap-on, you know. It's got a lot of thread on it. It's not reverse thread. I guess, yeah, it's not reverse thread. Just takes 2 double A's. It is plastic in here, which is also something that I actually kind of agree with because corrosion issues. Brass tends to get a little bit of corrosion on it. You know, it's just I think it'll probably save it in the long run. I usually take the batteries out, but it's got a it kind of locks into place here when you get it down here. So when you fire it up here for the first time, it doesn't have an on-off. You got to hold the clear button. The clear button turns it on. It's a green backlit display, pretty decent audible tone. Nice little ratchet. It's even got a little stand. It's got its own little stand that when you set it down, so that way you can level it for when you're getting ready to do your angle. So it's super fast, guys. So that went right to 30 degrees. See if I can show you that again. So this is what it does when it's trying to angle, when it's doing its adjust for angle. So let me just show you real quick. As soon as I set it down, that's it. I wish it made an audible tone when it did that, but let me set this back up here again. You can save your settings. I think it's got 7 presets. I can't remember. I probably should have done a little bit better research on it because I just knew it had some presets. And I usually don't use more than probably 6. So as soon as it had 7, I was like, yeah, that's good. Boom. That quick, it does it for the angle. Let me try that again. And let's see what our angle is set at. $30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120. 50 degrees, 5 degrees. Yeah, you can set up your angle on this. Sorry, I know I got a little quiet. So you can set up your angle so when you're doing a sequence, so you can set your sequence on this. Let me see if I can do this. Set your sequence. I will put a link in the description for this torque wrench. I should have played around with this before, but I know I've used it for what I've used it for and what I normally use it for on a 1/4 inch. I don't know that you're going to do as much sequence setting as because I don't think there's just really anything that big on a 1/4 inch. I use this for tightening up intake bolts or something like that. Anything that requires transmission. Like BMWs, that's the reason I bought this for, is BMW transmission stuff. Anything that's high-end, real specific. In 1/4 inch, I would have probably, there's probably a few times that I'd do a sequence, where I'd tighten it down and then do a sequence where you're doing an angle or whatnot like that. I was just impressed with how many features this had on it for the price that you can get on this thing. And I thought, I'd show it to you guys and talk about it a little bit. I didn't actually buy this, but the guy, Kevin in the shop here, bought this, and he was pretty excited about it, so I thought it was a good deal, and it's on-off, 120 XP. Let's take another look at it. It's not as bad as what I actually would have expected. Some gear wrench stuff, I'm not a big fan of gear wrench stuff, but some stuff, they definitely is okay, and so far this thing seems to be working pretty good. You're going to save yourself a little money buying the gear wrench. It is kind of pricey still. I believe it was like $2 something like that. They're not cheap, guys. And when it comes to click style versus digital, the biggest thing is your angle. I have a Snap-on Tech angle. This is a 1/4 inch, and it has automatic shutoff too, which is also very nice. And it doesn't take long. It's like a minute of non-use. It has an automatic shutoff. So probably not the greatest review of this, but it's just kind of I haven't used it a lot. So that's the thing is I kind of wanted to do a video on it so you guys could check it out. I'm using it more and seeing how it works, but I'm not going to use it enough. It'll probably take a couple years for me to actually come across enough jobs with a 1/4 inch torque wrench for me to actually really get down and dirty with this. This is a tool that I would probably recommend, especially if you're a guy like me where you're not going to use a bunch of 1/4 inch torquing, and it's just handy for when you're doing BMW, Mercedes jobs, stuff like that. I really thought that it was worth the money for what it is. All aluminum housing here, the handle's aluminum. Had a good grip on it. It looks like they've actually done some decent quality of work on this thing. It's got torque screws in there to hold it all together. Like I said, this rubber ring around it, flex head. I can't say nothing really too bad about it. Sorry, I almost choked. Can't say nothing really bad about this torque wrench so far. So one of the few items from Gear Wrench that I thought would be cool to show to you guys. Not a sponsor. Don't really want to get sponsored by Gear Wrench. Not really looking for any sponsorship from Gear Wrench. But it definitely was something that I thought you guys should take a look at. Gear Wrench 1/4 inch torque wrench. Part number, once again, GW85194. wanted you guys to take a whack at that fella. Take a look at it and see what you think. You know, this little rascal, this little rascal is quite the handy little tool if you need one. So, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot.